to part 2 of my Doodle and Sketch video. This is part 2 to the unboxing for November. I posted part 1, which included a vlog, a sketchbook flip through, some ideas for new watercolor palettes, as well as the unboxing for this. So if you would like to see everything that I received in that box, go ahead back to part 1. I will link it in the description below, as well as at the end of the video. And then you can come back and watch this. So I've already gone ahead and drawn in my sketch. I've done it nice and dark so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. And I will show you a photo of the actual reference that I'll be painting from. This is a fall, obviously a fall picture. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now, I'm not going to do this in real time because it'll probably take about an hour and a half. But I will go ahead and do this in time lapse so that you can watch what I'm doing. I've taken all the colors that were given to me. I laid them out about an hour ago. So they're already starting to dry a little bit, which is helpful for me because when I use wet paint, I tend to use a little bit too much. So, also, the other thing is that I'm going ahead and using my porcelain footprint palette. A lot of people ask where I got this. I got this on the SAA website, Society for All Artists out of the UK. If you live in the US, it can take about 5 weeks for delivery. Some people say 3. I've had very bad luck with SAA, so I try to avoid ordering from them at all costs. This took 2 tries. It broke the first time and took 8 weeks. And then the second time I got it in about 4 days. So I think they rushed it to me, though, which was very nice of them to do. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and use this palette because I really don't use this style palette. And I may include this in a giveaway. So anyway, I don't want to open it and get it all dirty. But we will go ahead and get started with this. I'm going to start this in time lapse, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so you can see some other things up above that are from my video from yesterday. So you can just ignore those because I won't be using them. But I'm going ahead and just putting a little bit of the tree and ivy sketch in so that I can remember where I need to put stuff. And I'm going ahead and wetting the paper. Now, something I have noticed with Fabriano Artistico that kind of bothers me is that they have different types of, or different sizes of cotton or something in their paper. And you can see little polka dots in my sky. Those are bigger flecks of cotton that have swelled up while my paper is wet. Now, it does go back down, but you can still, it will hold a little bit of extra color. It's not really noticeable except to me. If you were walking up to look at somebody's painting, you probably wouldn't even notice it. But it bothered me. So anyway, now I'm going to go ahead and start mixing up for the fall trees. And I'm putting in background trees right now of different colors. So over here, I'm just going ahead and adding in some distant trees and bushes. And I'm kind of overlapping them so that they bleed together a little bit, which gives them the look of a grouping. And everything just kind of blurs together, just like the eye would do from a distance. And over here on the left, I'm putting in a tree. And then I'm going to go ahead on the right-hand side and start dotting in some green. This is actually branches of ivy. It looks like a tree maybe, but it is close up and the tree is in the distance, so they appear the same height, but they really aren't. And I'm mixing up a brown here using my blue, my burnt sienna, a little bit of that red, and my green, and mixing that together so that I can do the tree trunks of the distant trees. Now I'm going to go ahead and begin mixing for my roof color. And I'm just using some yellow ochre that yellow that was there and a little bit of my brown that was on the paper, or on the palette, I'm sorry. And I'm mixing them together for the roof color. The roof actually had slats. It wasn't shingles. So when you see me put lines in on the roof, that's what I'm doing. But I end up not liking it. So later on in the painting, you'll see me lifting it and then redoing it because I feel like it's too dark and I wanted to get some light on that roof. And now I'm just going in to mix the color for the chimney. On the one side, I'm making it a little bit darker because it's in shadow, and then on the other side, it's a little lighter. Here's where I'm lifting the color from the roof. I thought it was later on, but I guess not. And then I go ahead and put the slats back in, but everything's wet, so I'm lifting it again, and then I'm just going to wait and then put them in. Now I'm mixing up some green to go ahead and begin the house. The entire house was a green color, and so I've mixed my green by putting it over there with the yellow, but then I added a little bit of the burnt sienna to it and kind of toned the green down a little bit, made it more of an olive color. I'll let you just go ahead and watch me paint. Now, a little trick that I do here, if I'm mixing colors, is that I will use my color, and then when I see it getting low, I'll mix more color into it so that I can try and keep the color the same. And if it is slightly different, it won't be noticeable to the eye because it's gradually mixed in. But then this way, you don't have to worry about running out and then thinking, uh-oh, how am I going to match that color? So that's just what I do. Now here on the porch, I painted my porch quite differently than the artist from Doodle and Sketch did. I think the reason for that is, well, actually I know the reason for that is there's an obscured area because there's a lot of red ivy and a fence and branches that will be going in front of it eventually. But this is how I saw it, and she saw it differently, but they both look very similar in the end. Also, I just wanted to respond to a comment made on part 1's video. Someone had said that people aren't buying boxes because I don't go over the cost or how it's converted with you. I'm not going to go into converting rubles to euros to US dollars. That is all taken care of on their website, and you can talk to them about it if you have difficulty ordering. But I do let you know every month that the boxes cost between $55 to $65 plus shipping, so it can be upwards of $80, but that these supplies will add up and you are getting your money's worth. I did forget to say it in part 1 yesterday. That was the first time in a long time, but if you go back to my older videos, you will hear the costs referred to. It's always approximately the same. Sometimes you save a little more money. You'll also receive access to more than 100 videos that you can access for 45 days after you purchase your box, and that is also included in the price of your box. The videos are in Russian, like I stated in part 1. The boxes do come from Russia, which I do state every month. And as far as buying the box goes, though, all you have to do is go to their website. If it's written in Russian, go to the top. It says English, and you click on English. It translates everything for you, and it will go over the cost with you. I have to say, though, that I am a little frustrated because I try really hard to give you all the information, and sometimes, you know, I'm human. Sometimes I miss something, and I'm going to miss something. But if you just type in doodleandsketch.com, you can get all the information on their website. So I'm not sure why so many people are complaining to one person that I'm not giving out information. I know that some people do fast forward through my videos, and when you do that, you do miss information. I'm not going to keep repeating the same information so that if you fast forward, you'll catch it later in a video. I'm not going to do that. Either watch it or don't watch it. But if you don't watch the whole thing, then don't complain about it, you know? Please forgive me for being frustrated by this. It's just that I try so hard. I'm not getting paid to do this. And I try so hard to bring you guys good information, and it is not scripted. I could script it and read off of a piece of paper if that's what you all would prefer. Maybe I need to start doing that. Use cue cards or something. I don't know. If that many of you are not buying boxes because I'm not giving you enough information, I just don't buy it. I just don't buy it, because anybody who wants to purchase something will go to the website and check it out for themselves. I would think, right? Anyway, maybe it's because I have to get ready for Thanksgiving that this is so frustrating to me, but and as I state every month, boxes can be ordered after the 10th of the month through to the 20th of the month, every month. You can choose your box. Sometimes they only offer one box, but usually there are more boxes to be offered, and you can pick and choose from each box. You won't know which items are in each box. Each box will describe what is inside, whether it's watercolor, pastel, oil painting, acrylic painting, markers, drawing, but it will not tell you the specific items that are in the box. That part is a surprise, and that is unchanged. And again, all of this is stated on their website at www.doodleandsketch.com. That's the end of my commercial and my rant. So I did end up using a little bit of white gouache that I had to put the gutters on. I forgot to leave those white, and then I just touched up a couple areas, and that was about it. If I didn't have white, I wouldn't have done it. It looked fine without it, but it was just bugging me. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you liked the video today, please don't forget to tap that like button. It really helps me out a lot. And remember, as always, be courageous, paint with wild abandon, and most of all, be kind to each other. Take care.